Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you another little vlog topic. Now, this is a very popular vlog topic with most new moto vloggers. You know, this is one of those things, or, you know, relatively new. It's one of these topics that tends to get done quite earlier on in your vlogging career. And I've never done it. And that is, why do I ride? You can ask anyone why they ride. I can guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, most will go, it's just the feeling of being on that bike and riding. But how can you describe that feeling? Because I can't describe that feeling with words. Some would say it's freedom. But then you look at a 17-year-old kid who's just passed his driving test, goes out in his car for the first time. He'd say the same about that. The freedom of having the car, the transport to get around. That's all well and good, but it's not why we ride, you know. It's a part of it, no doubt. All I can say is that the reason why I ride is that feeling you get when you are on that bike. It's just you, the bike, and the tarmac. Nothing else. Now, only other bikers will understand what you mean. Car drivers won't have a clue. They can try and understand, but they won't have a clue. It's just not the same. People who do not ride just don't get it. But you say to another you go to another biker and say, that feeling when you're on that bike, every biker understands it. So that feeling of being on the bike, I can't put it into words. If you can put that into words, please drop it down below. I would love to hear what other people's perspectives are on that feeling when you're on your bike. But it's like I was trying to explain it to the missus, because obviously Oliver, yeah, he's only 7 months old now, but I've tried saying to him, it's like, when he grows up, because of the influence I'll have around him being on motorbikes and all the rest of it, the chances are he's going to want to have a motorbike as well when he gets older. And the day that he turns around to me and goes, Dad, can I have a bike? It's going to be, you know, one of the happiest days. You know, when he gets old enough to have the bike, I'll get him all kitted out. Well, he'll probably have all his kit out anyway, because he'll be already on the back of mine. You know, and I've got to take him to school and whatnot when he's old enough, of course. Obviously not when he's like 6 years old. That's ridiculous. Or younger. But you know, when he's old enough to be on the bike is when I'll take him out on trips. The day he turns around and says, Dad, I'm ready for my first bike, I would already have been saving up my money to buy it for him. Let's face it. There'll already be money in the bank put to one side for his bike. And the missus, which is understandable, like any other mother would, like my mother is with me, like most people's mothers are with their sons and daughters. She is dead against him getting a motorbike. No way, absolutely not. But I'm just thinking, look, he might be able to go to you and say, can I have a motorbike? You can turn around to him and say no. That's fine, because you don't have any interest in bikes, even though she loves being on the back of a bike. So a little bit hypocritical, but you know, Oliver's not to know that. You know, he can go to her and she can say no to him quite easily. But if he comes to me and says, Dad, I want a bike, I can't say no. I am in a situation where I just cannot say no. And not because I want to say no. I don't. I really don't. The second he says, Dad, I want a bike, I'll be like, let's go and fucking pick one up, boy. You know, the second he's old enough to get a bike of his own, we're going to fucking get one. You know, I'll already have it booked in the calendar. And then the missus turns around and goes, why do you want him to ride? You've seen what accidents can happen. You know how bad accidents can be, obviously, because I've had mine, which nearly ended me. And it's like, yeah, I've had a really bad accident, one that I shouldn't have survived. But there's just something about this bike, about me being on the bike, riding, that I can't describe. Every biker knows exactly what I'm talking about. And maybe, yeah, and like I asked for you earlier, maybe you guys can put it into words. But I can't. I cannot put that into words. So when she asks me why, I can't answer her. And you know, Oliver will feel that feeling when he gets on my bike as a passenger, when he's a little bit older. That's why I'm pretty certain when he's old enough, he's going to want a bike of his own. Because he's going to know that feeling from an early age. But the one thing, like this is what I've explained to the missus, the one thing that he will have that I won't have is someone guiding him. You know, I've had the big crash. I don't want Oliver to have that big crash. So I will be teaching him, you know, drumming it into him how to be safe on the roads, what to look out for, what are the signs. Like dickheads like this that just pull out and then don't put their foot down. She's gonna fucking pull out and fucking move. You know, it's dickheads like that. See, I knew he was letting me go, one, because he moved over to the side, and two, because he put his hands up, because he knew he was in the wrong, dickhead. But it's like, I can teach him from my own experiences. Obviously, he's going to have to make up his own experiences, and he will do that when he gets his bike. We all know what that's like. You can only gain experience from doing it yourself. But the fact that he'll actually have someone guiding him and in the correct ways to do this and to do that and what not to do. Oh, that dog's only got 3 legs. Oh, it's a greyhound. Greyhound's only got 3 legs. Oh, what a shame. So yeah, guys, drop a note below. What is that feeling? In your words, what is that feeling? Because I can't put it into words. Just help me explain it to the missus. Please like, subscribe, comment below, as I said, and I'll catch you all next time. Ta-da!